A tubes, Cape Cod Cuda. This is a clutch slave cylinder for my 2003 Ford Explorer. You got to pull the transmission out to put it in. The other day I was driving down the road and my clutch pedal just dropped right to the floor, and I haven't had any clutch pedal since then. I drove it home, and the next day I went out and I bought this clutch slave cylinder for the Ford Explorer. I have a 2003 Ford Explorer. It has a 1-year warranty. And it cost, what is the cost? 59, what is it? No, 63.59. So I was looking on YouTube and seen that you can bleed the system. See, my reservoir was empty. It didn't have any brake fluid in it at all. So I filled it up with brake fluid and I pumped my pedal a couple times, and my pedal's still soft. It hasn't got hard or anything. I didn't bleed it out at the bottom yet. But they said the best thing to do is to take this piece out and then unhook the clutch pedal in the inside here. On the top of the clutch pedal is a bar that goes into the master cylinder, and to undo the bar piston, spin this slave cylinder around, disconnect the starter switch that's on the top of the pedal, spin that around, drop it out through the bottom. I'll drop my camera and shut it off again. Then get under here and pull get on my back. And get under the truck. My truck might still be hot. I just came back paying my utility bills. You see that? That's where the line comes in. Disconnect that line right there, and then pull the whole assembly out, and gravity bench bleed the whole system to get all the air pockets out of it. And then after you do that, you put the whole assembly back in here, and see that bleeder screw at the top above there's a bleeder screw. I don't know if you can see in this video. Let's see if I can get my hand up there. I'm not going to be able to see the screen too good, but up there's a bleeder screw. I don't know if you can see it. You loosen that up. You run like 2 reservoirfuls of brake fluid through, trying to get any remaining air bubbles out of the system. And then you tighten that back up, and you should have a strong pedal. And you should have a strong pedal before when you bleed this system out, when you do the gravity bleed to the system. You can watch the other YouTube videos. That's what I did. I watched a couple of videos on it, and now I'm going to attempt to do that gravity bleed. And hopefully I won't have to drop this whole transmission out. Looks like the center cross member comes right out pretty easy. And I'd have to drop the drive shaft. I'd have to unbolt it from the rear end and drop the drive shaft, pull this out, undo this cross member. Oh, there's no bolts on my cross member training mount. See that? There's no nuts there. I just noticed that. Pull this and then unbolt the transmission. Probably the starter too. I don't know. Starter. The transmission looks like it's connected to the bell housing. I'd have to pull the starter too. I don't know if it will clear the exhaust, the transmission, so you could possibly even have to pull the exhaust off the Y pipe, which would really suck. So I'm hoping that I can just bleed this system out. Cape Cod CUDA signing out. I guess I don't have anybody else, but there's supposed to be a rubber gasket over this inspection. This is where the clutch is in the slave cylinder, and you can actually watch the travel when they push the clutch pedal. You can watch it go back and forth. I'm missing the inspection cover, and I don't have somebody to push the pedal while I'm under here. Not right now. So Cape Cod CUDA signing out. Thanks for watching. Cross your fingers, and hopefully I won't have to change that clutch slave cylinder. Cape Cod CUDA signing out. Thanks.